this is officially a $2,600 a month. Possibly it's gonna be a little bit more because there's another week in the month that I might get more videos to do. Who knows? Maybe I hit 3,000 again. I haven't hit that in a long time, but everything is great. Everything is settling. Not much more news than last week, other than this new client. Everything is like normal in the sense of we're working great. Like we were working for months already, and it's just the first two. I think it's only been like 2 weeks, 3 tops, not more than 3. 2 for sure. I think it's been 2, and it's like we've been working for months and we know each other very well, and that's it. That comes from my experience and my client's experience as well, and it's awesome. We haven't talked about this trial period yet. Like I have some feedback on his process, and that will be one touch point, and the other one will be what workload can you give me, what workload you need from me, what's ideal, what's realistic, what's the bottom line, what's the realistic line, and on the top line. Because, for example, if he gives me 3 videos a day, it's like super, it'd be awesome. Sorry. Bless you. Thank you. I think that was a basketball player. It'd be tempting to ask for that amount of work. I wouldn't actually, because it would be 3 to 5 hours a day for that, like timed hours. So think of it like a full-time job. That if I had my other clients, it'd be impossible. I would have to start delegating stuff, but I don't think I want to. I want to have free time. I want to make $3,000 a month, I'm happy with $2,500. That will be my $1,100 a month client, plus this one video a day, for example. That's $900. That puts me at $2,000. Then I have my local client at $450 a month, assuming he makes a video every single day, which this month we haven't done videos for 2 days. Not that big of a deal, and not even 10%. So I can count like a 400 at least. Average, let's call it. So that puts me already at 2,400. And then if I have the client that I make a YouTube video a month, that's already 2,800. That's more than enough. I don't want any more than that, because like I said, I want some hours to learn stuff, figure out what I can do with AI, put it to practice, and fill myself with more tools so I can do a better job and faster. Because if I can do that, frees me more time to learn more things, create more demand for myself, even delegate stuff, because I don't know, I'm a little bit scared with everything that's happening in the world. There's probably a recession coming because of the war and all that oil thing, or it's just fear mongering because everything like settles in the world when there's so many people around. It's like those percentage that they talk about, you don't feel it that much in the day-to-day. I mean, it's not like, obviously, for example, let's say if there's a shortage of something, obviously. But if it's just this is going to be 20% more expensive, sorry, that's not that big of a deal. That's why one should have more skills, save up money, put that money to work, and improve with the world, which is always progressing. So yeah, no reason to be fearful. And again, I have like a family, a solid support family and friends, so healthy everything. So I should never worry. Obviously, I just want to thrive, and if I see the fear as not thriving, right? Because I have everything in my power to thrive, and if I don't thrive, it's because of a mistake of mine, because I have every opportunity to be thriving. That's why I'm fearful if I don't thrive, but I'm thriving. I fixed my ego in terms of where I was living. That's all taken care of in the past months. I'm now rebuilding my foundation. I want to build my credit, for example, to put my money to work, and I'm rebuilding my savings that I had, that I did a good job the past years, because that happened. I was able to not go back to live with my parents because I had a lot of savings. So I'm just rebuilding that, lesson learned from everything, and I'm going to rebuild it more strong foundations. And so yeah, that's to be more detail about what I'm doing right now is fulfilling my client of $1,100 a month. That's very repetitive work, which I love to have that bottom line. Then this new client that I'm more conscious of satisfying, because it will put me at $2,000 a month with those two clients already. Then again, I'm repeating myself more so to calm myself a little bit, that remember that I'm in a good position. So I've worked a lot in advance. That shouldn't, well, it's needed because I do have some more work, but now I can put aside 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day to just learn. I should be able to do that. Today I didn't work. Well, I spent 2 hours over editing a video for my client because it was fun. That's a very good use of my time. I like it, and I wouldn't be surprised that they see that video that I did a couple extra edits, and they say, dude, please do that to all videos. And I would have to say, yeah, you have to pay more for that. I was having fun. This is not needed unless it produces a lot of views, right? Of course, but it won't. I mean, we had a video do 800, like 700,000 views, and it was simple editing. Just the hook was great and the video was great, so it doesn't need edits. But yeah, that's a possibility. That's me explaining that it is a good use of my time because it can open other doors. Also, pushing my skills is always good use. But now, basically, the priority is to figure out what AI means for me, how to use it, how to add it to my toolkit. I need to add more tools to my toolkit. I've always done things, the basic things, because like any other industry, sports, everything's on. The more you stick with the fundamentals, the better you are. But it's true that if you have like super strong fundamentals and you add these like seasoning, these details, these tools, these bright things that are not the foundation, but if you have a strong foundation, can pull you ahead a lot faster or for certain moments. So I want to do a good use of that. I came to mind, it's like the same with credit. You cannot spend money that you don't have, but you can use credit in a way that it helps you in certain moments that otherwise you would have had to wait, or so the other day I saw a video of a guy that said that, yeah, I used credit, money that I didn't have, to build a business that was being successful, but I needed the capital. And instead of selling part of my business, I took the risk, but it was a super calculated risk. There was demand. There was like people are asking for this now, and it obviously worked. And if it wasn't for that, So there are moments for these detailed things that are not against the fundamentals, but that are very special for special moments, and life is not based off special moments. It's just most of it is the foundation. But if you have the possibility, stars align, you have time, effort, energy, you are willing to take the risks. If there are trade-off, you know what you're doing. So anyways, because I like being so focused on the fundamentals. But yeah, I wanna like squeeze a little bit more to see what happens with that, to push my limits pretty much. For that because a lot of the big earnings are on the last 10% or extra effort, extra detail that most people are not willing to have. That's the differentiator. That's how I'm seeing it. I'll never do like polarizing stuff just to be viral or stuff like that, but using little details that are good, that don't break the foundations and stuff like that, to test, experiment. I want to have that, and I felt that I haven't had that in a while, or even ever. And now that I'm again rebuilding everything with a super strong foundation, I think I'm in a position to do that, which doesn't surprise me that I'm 29, close to be 30, and that everyone is super successful over 30. Those people that are millionaires on their 20s, usually it's not out of luck, but there is luck involved. I saw a video that it's not pessimistic, but it's realistic in the sense of there's a lot of luck involved in success, and there's no question about it. The active part of oneself is that I've heard from Andrew Tate, that I 100% believe in, is, okay, let's say there's every success is luck. Well, you won't miss a lucky day if you show up every single day. So you still have power over your success in some sense, at least in that worst case scenario. I do believe that it's not just luck, but luck plays a big role. That if you are always ready for an opportunity, if you are always ready for luck, which is in your control, that's how you can increase success. But I'm already successful, because to be successful you just need good health, food on your plate, roof over your head, and community. So everything else is play, and I'm playing and enjoying it and growing. So it's cool, and yeah, that's more than enough. I'll try come for next week. I'm still trying to have perfect days to work with food focus, and I'm very close to that, because, for example, I'm waiting on pretty much, well, I do have some work to do, but I'm extremely in advance with all of my work for my clients. So I'm pretty much golden. It's Thursday. I have Friday, probably most of the day. I'd love for it to be. I could watch videos on cloud code all day, pretty much. If I wanted to, I 100% could, because I have to do two tiny feedback edits. That's the only thing on a deadline right now. All the other things are not. So I could if I wanted to. Maybe I would. I will. So yeah, life's great, and I'm grasping everything much better. I having control over everything much better. So more than enough. Thank you for watching the entire video, and I'll see you next week.